just knowing the way that other people are reaching their goals makes it feel attainable for me as well. And, the results kind of speak for themselves. I'm 21 pounds down, and I've been in the program for about 4 months, if I'm not mistaken. And I think, that's huge. And I wouldn't have done that without the support that I've had from Coach Austin and Zach and the rest of the community, really. So my name's Felix Rodriguez. I'm 35. Before joining Executive Physiques, I would go to the gym, on the regular. I had cycle classes and just other stuff that I was doing to stay active, but I had a really hard time just finding structure and direction to a program. I just felt like I was going to the gym and just kind of doing things, willy-nilly, and I wasn't really seeing the results that I wanted. So that's where I decided, I do need like professional help, somebody who can guide me and tell me what it is that I'm doing wrong, what it is that I need to do to see the results. And, that's what I've gotten at Executive Physiques. It's a community of people who are there to help one another, but also everybody's like on their own fitness journey to improve themselves and just work hard and find whatever it is that they need to do to feel good about themselves, both physically, mentally, you name it. So far, I've really enjoyed the experience because I do feel that I've gotten that sort of direction and support. I go to the gym, 4, 5, 6 times a week. That's not something that I used to do before. I would see it as a huge, I guess, like waste of time since I didn't really know what I was doing. And now with direction and just in general encouragement and, a trainer really pushing me to do stuff, like I'm seeing the results that I've been wanting. I'm lifting the heaviest that I ever have like in my life. I'm trying new exercises out that maybe in the past I would have been, afraid to do, but also it's been changing the way that I look at myself and think about myself in terms of fitness. I used to think that people who were at the gym all the time or were working out and like seeing those results, like they had some sort of like secret sauce. They had something that I didn't know, or they knew something that I would never be able to learn. And I realized that a lot of it is just like monitoring your protein intake, just like showing up and going to the gym and showing up for yourself more than anything, but also just having that consistency and just, just staying active in general. I think because of the pandemic and me working from home, I kind of reverted to a more sedentary lifestyle. And so I think that was a huge barrier for me to really know what I was doing. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I want to lose weight. I want to gain muscle. I want to do all of these things, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And I think too, with age, as you get older, your body doesn't necessarily like respond the same way, right? So I think those factors combined, that's why I wanted to join a program, be part of a team, work with somebody who could guide me and, be able to communicate those things to me in a program. Because it's not just eating right and, being active. There's also a lot of other things that I get from the program, such as, support from the community, like everybody's sharing their own journey, but also tips and tricks, like what it is that people are eating nutrition wise, like how they stay on track and how they can kind of help others do the same thing. So it's not this like rigid lifestyle that you're just like, weighing your food and just tracking macros like insanely. There is a lot of flexibility, and just knowing the way that other people are reaching their goals makes it feel attainable for me as well. And, the results kind of speak for themselves. I'm 21 pounds down, and I've been in the program for about 4 months, if I'm not mistaken. And I think, that's huge. And I wouldn't have done that without the support that I've had from Coach Austin and Zach and the rest of the community, really. So yeah, I think that's kind of been my experience.
You said so many things that I probably would have already asked. How do you feel about yourself now compared to before joining?
Yeah, I feel really proud of myself. Like I said, I never considered myself somebody who was, I don't know, like very active. Like, yeah, I would go to the gym and I would exercise and do all of these things, but I didn't really consider myself to be active. I was just kind of doing what I needed to do. And now I can definitely consider myself, somebody who is active, who knows what they're doing, who is is, not just on a diet or I'm losing weight. This is, a lifestyle that I'm embracing. And I think the fact that the program just makes it so sustainable is what keeps me going. Just knowing that, once I leave the program, like I'll be able to continue doing this, for life. And I think just building those healthy habits as I've been working with you and Coach Austin, I feel like that has been one of the key things that I felt I was missing, that kind of secret sauce that I mentioned earlier. Like a lot of the people that go to the gym, they just know you need to drink your water, you need to monitor your protein intake, push yourself at the gym, and making sure that what you're consuming is less than what you're putting out in terms of calories and activity. That's one of the things that you kind of logically know, but it's not until you put it into practice that things really start clicking, and you can say like, okay, like now I get it. Moving forward, this is what I should be doing. Even when I leave the program, like these are things that are attainable, because you're not relying on, like supplements or I don't know, like really strict diets or anything like that. It really is just shaped kind of around your lifestyle. And like I said, there are ways to obtain those results, even if you like don't like certain foods, or you have like a busy lifestyle and you can't really like cook all the time. For example, like throughout the 5 months that I've been in the program, I've had so many curveballs thrown at me, where I won't be able to, meal prep for the week, but there are still ways for me to reach those goals and stay on track nutrition wise. And if I don't have the answer, the community probably has the answer. Like they've probably been through this as well. And Coach Austin and Zach, they're very, really supportive how to obtain that, because at the end it's about being sustainable and recognizing kind of where everybody is at and how that changes on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, absolutely. And you found me on Instagram, I believe, right?
Yep, I did.
So what were your fears upon joining? Because this is obviously not a small investment. Were you skeptical? Were you like worried I'm not going to be successful here? Like talk to me about all those fears, and have they gone away?
I found you on Instagram, and one of the things that kind of I was most skeptical about was obviously, oh, is this a scam? Like there are so many fitness programs out there, and it's just people selling you like a chat GPT routine that, you send them a couple $100 and that's it, which is something that you could do, but there's no support, there's no community, there's no like actual follow up, if you will, or yeah, like they're not in it for the actual hard part. So I think, all of those things were dispelled once I like jumped on a call with you and walked me through what the program actually entails. At first, price tag shock is real, but when you think about it as an investment in yourself and in your future, that's where, you can't really put a price on that. And I realized that I did need that sort of help, more of the hand holding, more of the direction, more of that guidance. And really there were instances where like I recognized, I have knowledge gaps in terms of like nutrition and fitness and all these things that only a trainer, only somebody who I can see that they have the results that I'm looking for can actually provide. So I just decided this is a good investment for me and my future. As I'm in my mid 30s right now, I just want to make sure that I'm living the healthiest version of myself that I can. And this program is one of those ways that I'm doing it, by just eating better, being active, going to the gym, like I said, regularly. And at the end of the day, it isn't necessarily about losing weight. It's about challenging myself and just wanting to improve myself and be that better version of myself that I know I can be, especially now that I have the tools to be able to do it. Because a lot of the times, if you just rely on motivation or just like pushing yourself to do things, it really isn't going to take you far. And sometimes all you really need is just, those guardrails, that direction, and just like keep pushing at it every single day, like step by step. You will eventually reach your goals. And that's one of the things that the program really provides. It depends. You want hand holding, if you want somebody telling you exactly what it is that you need to eat and all of those things, that's one way to approach it. And that's one way that the program can help you. But if you some sort of flexibility and you I love cooking. So I like the challenge of like, okay, how am I going to hit my macros today? How can I have the foods that I enjoy, but still reach my goals? And those are things that, I can do on my own, or tell Coach Austin, like, hey, what are your tips? what is it that you enjoy eating this time of year? How is it that you reach your goals when you're traveling, for example? And those are things that only this program can provide because of being so close and building that relationship from trainer to trainee or member of the program.
Absolutely. So you feel like the ROI of your investment has been worth it for you?
Yeah, so far, definitely. Like I said, I started beginning of, it might have been May or June. And, just seeing the way that I've been losing the weight. At first, I was a little skeptical, but as I've been, checking in every day and weighing myself and just seeing the photos and the way that my clothes just fit, the results just really speak for themselves. And knowing that I still have more time with you, I am really excited to see what that version of myself is going to look like in 4 more months.
We originally signed up for 6 months and then you extended it even, right? So that kind of says a little bit about, for everyone watching, clients are happy.
Yeah, and that's where I was just like 1 or 2 months into the program, just seeing the results so far. I said, this is what the results that I'm seeing just working within this short period of time. I can't imagine what I'm going to look like in a year if I want to complete the program. And that's why I decided to just do the 12-month after all, because a lot of it too is just, I'm not doing anything else right now. And this is a good investment of my time and my money to just be that better version of myself, just live healthier and just keep it sustainable for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I love that. And what would you say to somebody watching this right now who is on the fence about joining? They're watching this video and they're like, oh, maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to me. Like, just what would you say to them?
I think honestly, if you are on the fence about it, just think about what it is that you really want out of a fitness program. If all you need is like a chat GPT type of thing and that's good enough for you, then cool, kudos to you. But really the price tag on this program just really comes with things that are tangible and a lot of support that you don't realize you need, especially as you're like in the thick of it and you're just like wanting to maybe revert back to old habits or wanting to just like give up. That's where the coaches and the community really can help out in helping you like get to that finish line. And you get inspired by seeing people's photos in community and just the way that they celebrate their achievements. Really, a couple of people have joined the program because they want to fit back in a pair of jeans that they really liked, or they are joining the program because of health scares, for example. And everybody's journey is different, but regardless of that, we're just like celebrating each of those achievements as they come and realizing that this is a community where we're all here to uplift each other and help us reach those goals. And it's not just building it on your own, because like I said, you're building relationship with your trainers and with other members of the community, and that's not something that you can really put a price tag on, and it's far more valuable than you think. So if you're on the fence, honestly think about this as an investment towards yourself and just think about how you're going to feel a month from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and just knowing that you like achieved this, right? Maybe in your head, you're thinking like, there's no way I can lose 10 pounds. Like, it's so hard for me to lose 10 pounds, but here I am and I've lost 21 pounds and I'm just more motivated to continue keeping that weight off and, just continuing to challenge myself, lifting heavier at the gym and just allowing myself to kind of become that version of myself that in my head I'm like, you could never do that. You're not a gym goer, you're not a gym bro or anything like that. And I've just realized that those limits are self-imposed, and a lot of the times all you really need is just somebody to walk you through it and just be like, well, there you go. Like, you're achieving this on your own. You're really doing this. And just removing those limits and just pushing yourself to be a better version of yourself.
I love that. And I'm super excited to see your continued progress here, man. You've been doing so well. And it's still the early stages.
Yeah. And that's where I'm just thinking, when I first started, getting my protein intake was really, really hard. I was averaging like 70 or 80 grams of protein. And the way that Coach Austin helped me reach that goal with the nutrition plan and just his tips and tricks really helped me, just stay consistent and be more mindful of what I was consuming consuming, and a lot of the times just like realizing what it is that my body needs for a workout. Or, there, even if I'm celebrating something, that doesn't mean that I have to limit myself. There's still room for me to celebrate, special events and all of that stuff while still staying on track with the program. So those are things that maybe at the beginning I would have been like, oh, I'm going to be eating, like salad and chicken breast for the next year. And that hasn't been the reality at all. There's a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of, ways that people are achieving their goals, that they're eating correctly, that they're just finding ways to get that fitness in. And one of the things that in the beginning I was skeptical about was just the amount of time that I would have been spending at the gym. Maybe in my head, I'm like, oh great, I'm going to be at the gym like 2-3 hours a day or something. And that's not the case. I'm really just averaging about an hour, maybe like an hour 15 if the gym is full. And that for me is the right amount of time with my lifestyle and with everything else that I have going on. So it's not a huge investment of time, but it is a huge investment in yourself.
I love that.